Yes, folks, once again it's Peter Algar on the electronic airwaves. I haven't been on for a long while because I have not had much to say, and also so many hospital appointments and health and stuff. Let's hope I can make it to 2024. But anyway, I woke up this morning and I was still alive. That's a bonus. Well, today I'm going to show you this little goodie. I was given it by a great camera club stroke flicker friend, and it's a Canon FD lens, 135mm focal length, maximum aperture 3.5. Wow! Look at that, folks. In the original box, it's one of these famous unboxing videos that you see on YouTube. All these Americans do it, don't they? Have an unboxing. Look at that, that's the case. Now it comes in a nice leather case, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's real leather actually. This stuff, it looks like it's leather. I don't think it is, because it tends to go rotten after a while. But this one's in good condition. It's quite good inside. The foam goes all rotten and breaks up, but that bit of foam at the moment is still good. But the Japanese foam, it all goes rotten. It goes all powdery, terrible it is. But anyway, there it comes. The lens cap's missing, but it comes with a lens hood. Nice lens hood. There's the actual lens. It's a spectra coated SC, which I mean, it's got one layer of coating, not super spectra coating. That's an SSC, but that's a spectra coating one. There's a Canon FD fit, so it doesn't fit the EOS series unless you've got an adapter. Then you can't do all the things with it because it doesn't have electronic connections. The lens weighs, with the hood, exactly £1 in British measurement. There's the way the lens cap at the back comes off. It's not the quick release one you've got on the more modern ones. It's the older breech lock bayonet. These are the levers which do all the stopping down, and these little things, they tell the camera what is the maximum aperture of the lens, etc., when you fit it on. So when you fit it on, you have to make certain what type of camera you're going to put it on, because if you have it on a more automatic Canon like the A1, you can fit it with the lens marked A, automatic exposure. I'm pressing the button there and turn the ring. You've got to get it off to fit it to the older ones like the Canon FTB. So you mustn't have it on the A setting if you're going to fit it on one of the older ones like the FTB. The red dot to red dot, like that. Got a frog in my throat. Now that is fitted now. So it's on F11, it's 1 second. We'll see if we can show you if anything happens, if you can see inside. No, it doesn't show, but I'll open the back. No film inside. Right, there we are. There we are, F11. Look, it shows. Now we open it up to wider aperture, 3.5 full aperture. Here we go. That's 3.5. That's full aperture now. All right, it's my wife on the phone outside. I hope you can't hear her. She's speaking her own lingo, which is Cebuano from the Philippines. When she's on the phone, if you marry a Filipina, they're on the phone for over an hour or more. 2 hours is nothing for them. And what they can talk about, I don't know. So we're going to fit it to the A1 now. This is the A1 that I was given by an old gent years ago. He saw a story about me and my boy with our cameras and in the newspaper, and he contacted them and the chief photographers of the bloke in Romford, seen a story about you and your boy. Got some gear wants to give you. So of course we rushed there. And he turned up with a metal box with his A1 and little lenses and stuff. I've been waiting for somebody to give it to who would appreciate it, he says. I don't want anything for it, but I want to go to a good home. Of course, that was me, of course. Wow, what a gift, a Canon A1 for nothing. In a box, with a winder. It doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. Zoom lens, wide-angle lens, etc., etc. Flash, 199A flash. Anyway, we're talking about this lens now. So you can put it to A. Press the little button. Press the little button, turn the ring, press the button, and it goes to A. Then you can fit it to the more modern ones with automatic exposure, like that. Then you can use all your functions of automatic exposure. You can use program on this, and you can use time values by turning that. You can choose shutter speed, and you can use aperture values here. You don't have to set the aperture value here. It does it with the A setting. You set it in the little window there. So if you want f8, you set it f8 in the little window here. And when you've got shutter time values, we'll take it off of the, it's on, there we go. If you want 500th, you set 500th in the window there. We put it on a slower speed. I think there's a battery in here. We put on 2 seconds. Oh, I've taken the battery out. Sorry about that. So it's good to conserve your batteries. If you're not using the cameras for a while, don't leave them stuck in your battery. But anyway, so it works on both the older Canon and the newer ones, but it won't fit the EOS series. Now I took some pictures with it, and I used the Canon extension rings as well to get closer, because the focusing range is for infinity, which is as far as you can go, 100 feet, looking right down to 1.5 meters, or just under 5 feet. That's quite close for a 1.35 lens, actually. Just under, that's 5 feet, just under one. There's exactly on 5 feet now. If you want it closer, you've got to fit extension rings, so you can't have it on A anymore. So when you fit extension rings, you can't, you've got to take it off A, and then you choose your aperture here, the old-fashioned way. So I fitted the second one along to go close up. There we are. I fitted that one. So we'll put it the usual way, red dot to red dot. My eyes are getting bad, I can't see the red dot. There. And this bit goes into the camera. Now it didn't line up, you see. You have to line it up. Try again. Oh, it has to fit into a little lap. There we are. That's it. Then you can now fit it. I took it with the A1, so we'll fit it on the A1. I took the picture on Fuji Sensor slide film. Red dot to red dot. There we are. Now the lens will focus much closer than just under 5 feet. You can do macro work with it, and if you put them all 3 on, it focuses extremely closely. You can do insects and butterflies, and because it's 135 focal length, you don't have to be right close up to the little bug and scare it off. So that is very useful with that focal length, 135mm focal length, and it's extremely useful. So that's how the extension rings fit. It's very useful to have extension tubes, and also if you're using automatic exposure, you don't have to calculate the extra exposure for the extra extension. You see, I put it onto aperture values. You can't have it on time value when you put extension. You've got it on aperture values here, and then you set an aperture you want in the little window by turning the little wheel here, and then you set the corresponding aperture you want on here. You don't have it on A because it don't work with extension tubes. And when you take your picture, it stops down and it takes the picture with the correct exposure, and that's how I did it for close-ups. It's a very good, very well made lens, and it's a focal length I don't have in the Canon range. Extremely smooth in its action, very smooth, very well made indeed, lovely sharp, no fungus in it, no horrible bits of fungus, no, it was all good condition. We'll put that back to then I've done some pictures on slide film and I've scanned them, and then I've done one at full aperture to show you. Haven't got very many because I took the slide film out of my Leica and put it into this camera. So I've done some Christmas decorations, and I did it on the Christmas tree with natural light, but the prints have got some banding on them. But anyway, there's one I did. That is full aperture, 3.5, and to get that close, you see, you use the extension tube. That's a little bauble on our wife's Christmas tree with natural light in the window, camera on a tripod, and it was on AV setting, and I set 3.5 and let the camera calculate the exposure, because there's a little bit of very pale there, a little bit of dark there, and it added up correct. The light and the dark's balanced, so I got a good exposure. Then I took one of the little elf. This one, I stopped it down a bit to 5.6. Little elf on the camera on the Christmas tree. Now the weather's been terrible outside. I didn't get many outside distance stuff at 3.5 at all. The weather was terrible. But I did a wreath on a war memorial with a bit of winter sunshine at 5.6. So it's sharp right across there. You can see the textures on it, lovely sharp, and it fades off back and front, but you get the depth of field going across there. That's the wreath. And you don't slide film. There's a very contrasty one of a lady in a bus stop. That was a snatch one, and I wanted to see how it came out with her against a dark background. It came out quite well on the slide, but the scan isn't terrific because it's got a funny little faded bit here. I've got something going wrong with my printer. But anyway, there's just a few. I mean, when I do these reviews, it's not terribly scientific, like some of the reviews you get on YouTube. But according to the weather, what you can do, isn't it? When you go out, it's all dark and horrible with your lens to test it. But it's sharp at full aperture, and it's very usable at full aperture. Probably you may get a bit of diffraction if you stop down f22, but I didn't use f22 on this particular occasion. So sorry, there's not a great number of shots, but I took a few of that slide film that I'd taken out of my Leica and put it into a Canon, and I finished up the film. There wasn't any more frames left with the 135, so that's it. So there we are, folks, a little quick rundown on my new toy. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support my channel, click on Buy Me a Coffee down below. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support in the past, and hope I'm still alive in January 2024.